think we have to have a little bit of a talk about generations thinking they're better than the previous one. And I'm a little bit guilty. You know, I'm one to be like, oh, Gen Alpha sucks. Gen Beta sucks. Realistically, it's all in good fun or based in facts. My generation, for example, is terrible at driving. But for the most part, the hate that we give generationally has to be the stupidest hate ever, especially when you see videos like this.
Viewers out there that don't understand the Gen X rise, let me explain it. The Gen X folks are the toughest people that currently exist in our world today.
It's like, yeah, like holy cringe, holy fucking cringe. Get the fuck off the internet. I feel like if we all worked together as generations, you know, as a society of human beings, instead of splitting each other up into generations of people, I think we would get a hell of a lot more accomplished. And it's always the funniest thing to me when, especially like Gen Xers and millennials and whatnot, talk about how they can't believe that the world is going to shit and they can't believe what these kids are doing nowadays. But it's your kids. This is your parenting. That's you. You're literally just projecting at this point. That's literally you. It's crazy to me. Like the hypocrisy and just the blatant disregard for the fact that at the end of the day, again, we're all just one big human race. That's fucking up simultaneously at the same time, might I add. And there's definitely some blame to put, like, I don't think it's just like generational. It's like there's some blame to put on other people when it comes to how the world is doing. Like, I have to say, the older generation, like especially the boomers and shit, like y'all fucked the world up hard. And you have the most absurd, stupid, pulled out of your ass opinions that make me want to break your neck and end your retirement early. It seems like every single time an old person gets, or even a middle-aged person gets, to call my generation lazy, or call us demotivated, or just call us ugly. It's like, fuck you, bitch. Get off your high horse. You're wrinkly. You're old. You're unwanted. You're divorced. You don't have retirement because you spent all your money on bullshit instead of investing it. So I don't see what makes you any better than me. You're shit. You're ass. The only thing you have is your house, and that's completely deteriorating around you because you don't take care of that either. I know it's not necessarily the full, like, you know, what the fuck do you call it? It's not the, why can't I think of the word? It's not the full topic of the video by any means. Holy shit, does it piss me the fuck off when older generations and younger generations alike too, they all just like shit on each other and shit on my generation. And it's like, you're fully aware that in like fucking 10 years, there's gonna be another generation doing the same thing to you. And for the boomers, you're fully aware that you're gonna die. You're not gonna be able to say those words to begin with. And it's always the most stupid shit. It's always like, hell, I would love if older generations came up with something actually creative to call me. And I would love if the younger generation didn't just spam tung sahur and laugh like it's actually funny. I would love if it was something creative. But none of it is creative. None of this shit is actually creative. It's always the most brain rot shit repeated for fucking thousands of years at this goddamn point. That's an exaggeration, but you get what I mean. I'm kind of working myself up over it. This all kind of stemmed from, I saw a video of a guy uselessly reacting to another guy uselessly making fun of his kid for not knowing how to use a window crank. Obviously, my generation, we know because we grew up in this weird era of like older technology still kind of being in use and then the newer technology fading in. It's like we kind of grew up in that era. But like for the majority of kids, if you don't know something because it's too old, hey, that doesn't make them the problem. That makes the invention that your generation made out of style and not worth using. Okay, maybe electric windows were better for a fucking reason. And that's just like, I mean, it's petty. It's all petty, really. It all doesn't matter all that much, which is kind of why I'm saying something about it, because like none of this genuinely matters whatsoever. Just because your daughter doesn't know how to use a window crank doesn't make her stupid. You have no idea how to use a phone. You have no idea how to use a computer. What if I shit on you every time you had no idea what the fuck was going on with the new YouTube update or the new Facebook update? update. Whoever the fuck uses that still, which is another fucking problem. Your sniveling little piece of shit generation still uses platforms like Facebook. I'll kick you in your fucking teeth. You're a piece of shit. Literally nobody wants you on this planet anymore. And I'm talking specifically to the boomers at this point, because there are a handful of like Gen Xers and millennials and whatever the fucks, you know, like I guess the better way to put it is people. There are a handful of people that I think are okay, and they're not pieces of shit. But for the vast majority of all of you sniveling pieces of shit that don't deserve to be on this planet, you are actually diabolical, and you are the reason that I get migraines at night instead of being able to sleep peacefully like a fucking baby. Because holy shit, you think you're so high and mighty, but you're not. You're not. You're gonna be dead in the ground at max the next 30 years if you're like middle-aged and you're like a Gen X or something or whatever. Like you're not, you don't have as much time left out on this planet as I do. So instead of shitting on me, how about you praise me for the fact that I'm figuring it out? You're still stuck. You're still stuck on hand crank windows and ham radios and TVs from 1940. That's not on me that you're stuck in your generation, respectively. To me, it kind of sort of seems like overall, people are just kind of stuck in their old ways. And they think new like ideas and new things that kids are doing are gonna ruin that generation, which is gonna ruin the world or whatever. And it's like, I made, for a good ass example, I made fun of the AI brain rot earlier. But realistically, that shit's just about as brain rot as hitting each other with sticks in the 1940s. Or fucking whatever brain rot fart jokes you all stupid boomers who thought they were funny used to make. It's like, it's all the same vein. It's all brain rot. Every single generation had brain rot. And you can't get on my generation or the generation next to me or the generation after that or whatever. You can't get on us for the brain rot we do and all the social media and shit we consume. When you would read just as many newspapers that fearmonger you into believing stuff that isn't true, and when TV came out, you would watch just as much news fearmongering you about shit that's not true. Trust me, that's as much brain rot as what's going on with this AI shit. Not that I support it. I don't think you should watch AI brain rot. I don't think you should watch the news either. Hell, for what it's worth, watching my video right now probably isn't doing you good on your mental stability. Just gonna be real with you. At the very fucking least, I'm telling you it like it is. Telling you like it is. These generations suck dick nowadays. Like I remember, and I don't even know if I can actually bring up this TikTok. I don't know if I can find it, but I remember people genuinely talking about how we need to beat our kids again because that's what's gonna strengthen them up. For all the trauma that you trauma dump about on your fucking Facebook wine groups, your book reading club, whatever the fuck, you're gonna turn around and say we need to do that to the next generation. For what it's worth, I think mostly the problem between each generation and why we don't get along has to be because every generation above us is just more sniveling and thinks they're right because they have money that they didn't earn and just shit like that. Like hell, I can even tell that my generation is going to be a sniveling little piece of shit towards Gen Alpha or like Gen Beta or whatever. It's going to be the same thing. It's going to happen all over again because for some reason being an older generation makes you think you're worth a fuck when you're worth nothing. You're a worthless cunt. And that's very harsh to say, but if I don't humble you, nobody will. Nobody will tell you that you're just as worthless as the next fuck-ass guy. Anyway, I think this is about all I have to say on the matter. I guess overall my point is just that, you know, when generations don't click, chaos tends to happen around the world. And well, would you look at that? Chaos is happening around the world because generations aren't clicking. We all aren't communicating the way we should. And it makes it extremely difficult to live a comfortable life free of judgment, which probably is never gonna happen. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Sub, like, turn on the notification bell, all that shit. Peace out.